Hello, my friends. Welcome to our special Sunday night free training. And we have probably close to 1,800 people registered for this special webinar. And if you didn't make it, then you can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/free leads, and you'll be able to watch it there. For those of you that are in the UK, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, and we don't expect you to be up that late, although I do see we have a number of folks here from the UK, and I applaud you for your dedication and interest. Well, in this session, we're going to show you how to turn on an instant flood of new business on Facebook and LinkedIn. And for those of you that are here for the first time, I want to welcome you. Please type in the question box where you're calling in from, what part of the world, and type in the number of Facebook friends you have, type in the number of LinkedIn friends you have, because what I like to do is I like to customize this and throw in information that's relevant to the watching audience. Additionally, for those of you that are serious about building your business to the point where you're anxious and willing and eager to make a six-figure income in your business, I invite you to stay to the end, because I'm going to be sharing with you details on my 90 Days to Diamond game plan that has been expanded since the last time you were here. If you were here before, and if you're here for the first time, this is going to knock your socks off. Now, I'm going to clearly demonstrate the simplest and the easiest way for anyone to build their business and turn on an instant flood of new business on Facebook and LinkedIn anywhere in the world. Now, you could be in Chicago, but you could build your business anywhere in North America, South America, or Central America. You could be in San Diego and build your business in Europe or South Africa or the Middle East. It doesn't matter where you are. As long as you've got a mobile phone, you can be communicating with people on Facebook and LinkedIn anywhere. Dallas, Texas, you could be communicating with people in New Zealand, Australia, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, working your way all the way up to Japan. It doesn't matter. The truth is, the fastest growing top earners in network marketing today will tell you that they owe their success to social networks like Facebook and LinkedIn. They have teams of people enrolling their best new customers and reps. They're all doing it in less than an hour a day. And the new recruits, they're doing the same thing within a few days of joining their business, but no one is really willing to tell you how they're doing it unless you're on their team. So I'm going to show you how they're doing it and how you can do it too, so you can become a top earner too. I want all of you to think mobile, because this is the way you're going to work. 95% of the time, this is all you need to build a business with Facebook and LinkedIn. I want you to think texting, because texting is the way you talk to people. And I want you to think big, because you can build your business anywhere in the world your company does business, or anywhere in the world your company is expanding to. So I'm going to show you exactly, step by step, how to instantly connect with perfect prospects, communicate with them at will, and close a sale in less than an hour a day. The three challenges facing every network marketer once you have blown through your warm market and you feel you really don't have anybody to talk to. Number one, how can I cost effectively generate high quality leads of qualified prospects who are truly interested in a home business opportunity? Two, how can I quickly connect with them through social media? And three, how can I build a personal relationship with them so they get involved in my network marketing business? Now, I'm here to tell you, whether you're brand new to social media or you're an experienced pro, whether you are a computer challenged individual or you are a seasoned professional, anybody can do this. Now, when we talk about the challenged, Charlie Warden is a coaching client of mine who, it took us actually 2 coaching sessions to get him on a webinar so we could do a screen share. And then in our second session, I made one post. We got his page all cleaned up, all spruced up. And then he sends me this the next day. I signed up someone in my business this morning who responded to the post you did during our first coaching session. He was someone he hadn't seen or talked to in 40 years. We ended up talking on the phone and he jumped into my business. He's on cloud 9 or cloud 10. So for those of you that think you have exhausted your warm market, think again. Because you're going to be hearing from people that you haven't talked to or thought of in as many years. I'm showing you these not to impress you, but to impress upon you what you can be doing. Gene here is in Africa. And after 3 months, he sends me this. I'm happy to tell you that people have started to beg me to let them join my team. Success story for the fourth quarter of the year clearly falls on my friend Gennady Venduta, who is a network marketing leader with 20 years of experience. Gennady traveled to the United States in search of a solution to build his business using social media. He invested thousands of dollars checking out the top 40 social media trainers out there before he selected me to work with and train his team. And it doesn't matter how much you've spent to get here, the important thing is you got here. Well, after our time together, Gennady goes back home and we did a Polish and a Russian boot camp, which was really a lot of fun. And right after the session was over, or I should say the sessions were over, I heard from Gennady, and Gennady heard from members of his team. Well, this was last year. In 2 weeks, he enrolled 57 new people. He never thought in a million years that it was going to be possible. But the thing that really makes this special, is what his team did. So he sends me this. 4 of his frontline partners joined boot camp, and 2 of those beat their lifetime records. 20 people their first week in the business. He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. Well, last July was his birthday. And so I shoot him a message over on Facebook, wishing him a happy birthday. And he writes back to report, Max, we joined Melaleuca 5 months ago. Building the business 100% online. They have broken every Melaleuca record. They have 30 new directors. And the team is all doing it the exact same way. Now he's up to 50 directors. They are passing all top people in the UK, top people in Europe, people that have been in Melaleuca for years. People are scratching their heads, wondering what he's doing. Last month, I was out in Las Vegas for Isagenix celebration. They do it once a year. And while I was there, I had people coming up to me all the time saying, Max, how come nobody's talking about LinkedIn? You know, they're talking about Facebook, not giving us a lot of details, but nobody is mentioning LinkedIn. And I said, well, when you understand how great a tool it is, you can understand why these folks don't want you, going in there. I mean, they've got their own little gold mine, and they're a little reluctant to share it, but trust me, you need to have it. And before I went, I did a search on LinkedIn and Facebook for people who lived in Las Vegas, and I reconnected with over 14 friends that I hadn't seen or talked to in years, all experienced, very successful network marketers. And while I was there, I also had the pleasure of meeting up with Alan Pariser again, who I've been working with now, Alan and his team, for over a better part of a year. And so we do have a lot of folks in Melaleuca that are watching this, and so I wanted to share with you some of Alan's words before we conducted a training for his group, for his team.
Hello everyone, this is Alan Pariser speaking. It is Thursday, August the 3rd, 2017, And what I'm about to share with you, you're only going to hear my voice here just for maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes, if I can keep my words down to a minimum. What you're about to hear is some great information from a social media expert, Max Steingart. I'll tell you more about Max here in a minute. But the subject of this is how you can increase the bottom line of your Melaleuca business. And at the end of the day, after doing this for 26 years, there's several reasons why people don't succeed in their Melaleuca business, or they get to a point and they don't move forward in their Melaleuca business. A lot of that's mindset, a lot of that's attitude, but some of it is the ability to expand their contact list and reach out to new people. And with the advent of the internet and social media, there is a tool there that can help every single person expand their warm market, increase their contact list, and most importantly, find the right, good, qualified people at the right time in their life who want to take a look at a real business, and multi-level people who are extremely frustrated with the businesses that they've been involved with in the past. There is a way for us to find those people and to bring them to overviews and to grow our business. There's an endless supply of contacts available to all of us on social media, and all of us can do it in less than an hour a day. The key is to finding some good coaching that can help us access that asset. And like everything else on the internet, there are so many self-proclaimed gurus, so many self-proclaimed prophets that swear that they can help you, and then it comes down to a $2,000 weekend, and it's a huge expense, and most people get nowhere. Well, I met Max about 20 some odd years ago, 1995-ish, I guess 22 years ago, 96, and we met. It's funny, when I was living in Florida, we met at a Denny's restaurant across from the airport on Belvedere Road. Just by happenstance, he was reading a Think and Grow Rich book, and I went over and I started talking to him, and that's how we started a relationship. And I've known Max for a long time, and over the last 20 plus years, all that he's done is he's taught people how to expand their contact list using the internet and using social media. He knows what he's doing. He can teach you how to make new contacts, give you scripts on how to approach them that are within Melaleuca's guidelines for social media, and how to increase the number of enrollments in your business, and how to find business builders. By the way, just so you know, I have personally hired Max and paid Max to coach me, and that, I think, over the last year has ended up in Sandra and I enrolling an extra 20 personally enrolled preferred customers, and probably about 11 or 12 personally enrolled directors, some of which are director 3s and higher, and climbing the ranks. So we know for a fact that this works and that this could be a huge benefit to you. And without much further ado, let me introduce you to Max Steingart.
All right, now, there are distributors here from well over 75 different companies, and what I teach will work for anyone, any company. It doesn't matter. Now, the thing is that you can do this every day, and what you can do duplicates. Solomon can get someone to his website in 7 minutes or less. And the night before he sent me this, he recruited 2 people. One was a complete stranger. By the end of the month, he rank advanced to manager in his isogenics business. Now, there are 3 things that make a social network great for prospecting and recruiting for your business. 1, the profiles of users contain information that helps you identify a good prospect in advance of contacting them. It's like walking into a room filled with 1,000 people. Only you know in advance the 200 people that would buy your products. How about walking into a room with 5,000 people and being able to pick out the 500 people in the arena that are looking for business opportunity that would jump into business with you? Profiles, key. Number 2, a method of communicating with other users in the network, preferably live chat, private messaging. And 3, a searching feature that enables you to filter through the entire population of users for prospecting and recruiting. So when we look at the top social media networks out there, and there are new ones coming all the time. Facebook, 2 billion monthly users. LinkedIn, 500 million, 25% on the surface. But none of the others have those three components. Now, I like fast and I like easy. Now, everything that I share with you, everything that you learn here can apply on every one of those other social networks. It's just a little harder, a little longer to make the connection. But we're not talking about 25% of Facebook on LinkedIn. We're talking 50%. You see, Facebook's the world's largest social networking site. You got 2 billion users on it, and 93% of them are mobile. And today, this is all you need to connect with any people on Facebook, anywhere in the world. LinkedIn, on the other hand, is the world's largest professional networking site with 500 million registered professionals in over 200 countries. 58% of them are mobile. And today, this is all you need to connect with all of them. LinkedIn boasts that every second, 2 new profiles are being added to the database. Well, 2 profiles a second amounts to 172,800 new profiles added every day. 1.2 million profiles every week, and close to 5 million new profiles are going to be added every single month. So during our session today, we're going to show you how to turn on a flood, an instant flood of new business. And we're going to show you how to dominate your market. And how do you dominate your market? You don't need to flood the airways with ads. You don't need to spend lots of money on traffic and all these fancy things, because the truth is, your competition's doing that. And the very people that they are trying to attract, the very people that they are advertising and marketing to, you can go directly to them on Facebook and LinkedIn. You can engage people that respond to your activity, the things that you're doing, or you could engage people in response to their activity. And a lot of things are changing on Facebook and LinkedIn, but LinkedIn is tearing it up. Back in 2015, LinkedIn added live chat. And that was probably the most significant thing that they've done since they started. And now they've recently added active status, so you can see when people are on. You know when you're there. The green circle, the green dot represents they're active, they're hooked up on a laptop or desktop. The donut, the green donut, represents their mobile. And so every time you log into your message center on LinkedIn, you're going to see those green dots and green donuts, and you could reach out to these people right away. A new feature, read receipts and typing indicators, let you know when people read what your message, the message that you sent, and you can see when they're typing. They've added a private dashboard so you can see who's viewed your profile, who's read your post, and how often you appear in searches. They've added video sharing. Now, Alan has it. I still don't have it yet. But it's coming to everyone. And they are in the process right now of beta testing LinkedIn Live. And because LinkedIn Live is coming, we're going to talk a little bit tonight about Facebook Live. Lots of changes are taking place on Facebook, changes that are going to make it easier and faster for you to talk to more people and build your business. Facebook Live is an easy and fast way to reach a wide audience of people. You don't have to use it. You could actually react and respond to the people who are broadcasting on Facebook Live. But all you need is a personal profile page and a phone. You can also use Facebook Live with a laptop or desktop, since most of these devices come now with a camera and a microphone. The simple and essential key to maximizing the number of people watching you on Facebook Live is to provide valuable content and ask your audience to share your broadcast with their friends. So you must target a specific audience, and you need to create content that would attract your perfect target market. So, do you know who is your perfect prospect that you want to be attracted to? Because you almost reverse engineer your page. You're creating your page for the people that you want to attract, that you want to talk to. Of course, the other question is, what problems do they have that you can provide a solution for? Now, you can use Facebook Live to grow your business. You can attract customers. You can attract new distributors. And you could also use Facebook Live to train your team. Millions of successful network marketers are doing it. There are lots of ways for you to grow your business. You can sell more products by hosting live virtual parties or product demos. You can recruit new business builders through live virtual opportunity meetings. You can turn your current customers into new business partners simply by asking them to watch. You can keep your team motivated and in action even during the slower seasons. You'll have no slower seasons. I was talking to Pat Anderson, who is the top woman distributor in Egypt. And she was telling me that, well, our business slows down in the summer because people are out on holiday, they're spending time with their family. And I pointed out to her, I said, Pat, listen, when it's summer in the northern hemisphere, it's winter in the summer, in the southern hemisphere. So you may not be able to build your business in the United States, but you go down South America. It's winter in Australia. There are no slower seasons. You can create new relationships and build a team anywhere in the world. And so it's really simple to use Facebook Live. When you look at your timeline page, you've got an option there before you post something, live video. And you want to make sure that your posts are public. So you push that button, you create a live broadcast. Again, make sure it's public. And then when you go live, people can see you. I broadcast all through the hurricane. And of course, when people are looking at it, they're sharing it, and you're talking to your audience. Share information, pass things along. And so I was broadcasting live all through the hurricane when it hit South Florida. Powerful way to do it is to ask others to share your broadcast. Dana Barish has been a coaching student and a friend since 2009. Today she's $1 million earner in her business, and when she does these Facebook Live things, people share it, they pass it around, and she's a classic example of, she changed her picture with, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Rhonda Collier, $1 million earner in Isogenics. When I started working with her years ago, she was making $175,000 a year. 3 years later, it was up to $750,000. And I'm delighted to say that she's now $1 million earner. She's done most of it on social media. Again, how do you use Facebook Live? You get your friends and your team members to pass it. Now, what I was talking before was change your profile picture as a strategy. It works within an hour. Dana had 163 people respond to the picture change. I haven't gone back to see how many have looked at it. We're talking about immediate results. Kelly is building an Isogenics business. She found that when she doesn't do it every day, she loses consistency. But when she does, she can make a sale every day. And it duplicates. Posting is one way that you can effectively reach out to people using simple attraction marketing. But do you know how many people actually see you and what you post on Facebook? 2012, the average reach of a post to friends or connections, 16%. 2014, it was down to 6.5%. Last year, it was down to 6%. And trends suggest that the organic reach is going to continue to fall. And I want to invite all of you to join me in my upcoming boot camp, where we're going to show you 3 ways to beat Facebook's algorithm so your posts reach more prospects. We're talking about reaching 85%, not 6%. So we've been talking now for several months about why LinkedIn is better than Facebook to build your business. It's because of that search feature. You see, Facebook's keyword searching features are not working very well. But just because they're not working very well does not mean that Facebook isn't a great place to build your business. And the keyword searches are still working, and we're going to demonstrate some of them. But let's take a look at that 2 billion Facebook number. If you delete the kids, if you delete the teenagers, if you delete the parents just keeping track of their kids, We want to get rid and filter out the people that you have absolutely no interest in talking to. Delete the reluctant socializers. They are not interested in talking to you. Delete the missing in action socializers. They've given up. They haven't been on Facebook in 2 years. Delete the bogus profiles. CNN says there's 88 million bogus profiles on LinkedIn, on Facebook. And then delete the people looking for dates, love, and soulmates, and delete the people who are just plain crazy. And that's going to leave you with roughly 1 billion people. Well, LinkedIn is now up to 500 million, 50%, but they're going to grow to 1 billion people in the next year or two. The people that you want to meet on Facebook all have LinkedIn pages. LinkedIn has the best searching and filtering features of any social network except for maybe Match.com. They have a live chat feature for immediate communication, and that active status makes it a whole new ballgame. Just to give you a little history lesson, LinkedIn started in 2002. Here's a little graph of their growth. I never paid attention to them until 2009 when they hit 40 million users. 40 million users. And now they've got over 1 billion. And that's the reason why I talk about Facebook and I talk about LinkedIn, because everybody that you could possibly want to meet are on either side. In 2011, they went public. In 2015, in September, they added live chat. The following year, in June, LinkedIn was purchased by Microsoft. And by the end of the year, Microsoft pulled all the stock off. Last June, they announced 500 million users. Now, LinkedIn was originally a repository for resumes, people who were looking for jobs. Recruiters, headhunters, and human resource managers used to love LinkedIn. As a network marketer, you're a recruiter. You're a headhunter. You're going to love LinkedIn too. But with all of the changes that have taken place on LinkedIn in the last 9 months, they don't like it anymore. But network marketers are falling in love with LinkedIn every day. Why? Because now you can connect directly to people that clearly would be interested in your business. The people that are looking for a job can connect directly to the people that would be interested in hiring them. Well, they changed their format in January. Whole new desktop redesign. Now, there are 5 kinds of Facebook and LinkedIn connections. The first level are your friends, connections, friends on Facebook, connections on LinkedIn, trusted friends and colleagues. The second level are the friends of your friends or connections of your connections on the first level. The third level are the friends and connections of the people on the second level. And then there's people in groups that you belong to, so you're mutually connected. And then there's everybody else. Active status broadcasts availability to respond. And only the first level offer that feature. They got to be on your first level for you to know if they're active. LinkedIn's business model enables you to easily connect with people on your first 3 levels for free. It promotes advanced features that come with additional costs that range anywhere from $24.99 up to $99.95. At some point in time, you're going to use up all of the freebie searches they're going to let you use. And if you ever decide that you want to pay and subscribe, it's the $47.99 program that you want. Gives you unlimited searches. But remember, you only have the active feature on the first level. But I'm going to show you how to connect with all 500 million LinkedIn members without paying. Now, my formula is behind the success of many of the top earners in every network marketing company. 4 C's. 4 C's equal big bucks. Create a page. Put yourself out there. Join the party. Connect with people. Communicate with them. And close them. Well, when you create or modify your existing page, you're either starting from scratch, or you can use your existing profile and you just want to fill in every section. Every section. Tell your story, not the company story. Project the real you. Now, a great profile will help you stand out from the crowd, separate you from other people in your company, attract your target audience, and become irresistible to your ideal prospect. Everyone's profile page is unique from everyone else's. I refer to it as your social network DNA. Everything about you is different than everybody else. I was doing a coaching session with Fred Holmes, who's one of the top earners in Zija. And 30 minutes before, I logged into my account and I did a search for women who like Tony Robbins and live in Chatsworth, California, because that's where he was going to speak and do a training. Hundreds of women came up. And I could add any one of them as a friend, make that connection. Well, 30 minutes later, I logged into Fred's account and I got hundreds of women. They were all different, totally different results. And I noticed that instead of an add a friend button, he had a connect button. Facebook, LinkedIn, they're always making little changes. I was logged into Deborah Kay, $1 million earner in Isogenics, her account. Women who like Tony Robbins, hundreds of women. Then I logged into my own account to try it. Hundreds of women, different results. Went over on LinkedIn, did a search while I was in her account for people who like fitness, 5.766 million users. Then I logged into my own account and I got 15 more. But the search results, the sequence were different. You're all going to get different results. So once you're in there, once your pages are all set up, then you connect with people. First, the people you know. This is network marketing 101. It's like making that list and going out and talking to your friends, only you don't have to do that. You can do a few simple things on your Facebook page and you'll hear from people. Your friends, your warm market will chase you. While you're doing that, at the same time, you could reach out to the friends of your friends, and we're going to show you how to connect with strangers that you want to know. Now, once you're connected to these people, it's all about conversation. It's all about talking to people. Talk to people at your convenience. Identify perfect prospects by the contents of the page, by their activity, by the way they answer questions. Qualify them with questions. Identify their needs. Discover their problems, again, by asking simple questions. And if you can help them, they come into your business. The recipe for successful conversations can be found in my social networking scripts book. We lay it all out for you. Once you know what someone does, there's a script that will help you qualify them, okay? And we've added what we call the LinkedIn icebreakers so that you can talk to anybody on LinkedIn. The first two questions you want to ask is how long you've been on LinkedIn, how's it working for you? The answers to your questions fill in the missing pieces of your prospect's profile and their personal story. Their answers reveal if they're really a serious candidate for your business. So there's no rejection if you're only talking to people that need and want what you have. And finally, there's the close. Talk to 5 to 10 people every day. Use the scripts book. Use the Secrets of Closing the Sale report that we also have as part of our Endless Free Leads program, and it's in boot camp. And what you do is you use your company tools to present the business. You make a sale every day, and you'll take your business to the next level quicker when you help your new recruits duplicate the process. Ron Federico is building a Maluka business. He hears from somebody that he used to know, trying to sell him her opportunity by following the scripts. He signed her up. The best part about all of this is it's not technical or complicated. All you need is a free, simple profile page, free on Facebook or LinkedIn, to connect with perfect prospects in seconds and start conversations. To succeed in your business, you must talk to people. The top earners in your business will tell you, if you want to be successful, you must talk to 5 people about your business every day. Now, you can easily do that in less than an hour. And if you want to be wildly successful, you must talk to 10 people about your business every day. You can do that in less than an hour because everybody's mobile. With mobile applications, you can talk with perfect prospects where you are, where they are, and whenever you want. Texting is the fastest way to talk to more people, increase sales, eliminate rejection. With so many choices of people to talk with, there are no excuses why you can't text or chat with perfect prospects every day. And when you apply simple attraction marketing principles to your online activity, you all can be making sales immediately. See, if you know who you're looking for by profession, it's easy to locate perfect prospects for your business. Professionals, mortgage bankers, lawyers, sales reps, doctors, dentists, chiropractors, nurses, trainers, athletes, it doesn't matter what they do. When you're on LinkedIn, it's like having Aladdin's lamp. Remember the story? You rub the lamp, a genie comes out and says, "What do you want?" Well, I want to see all of the real estate people in Chicago. Only now, you know when they're active, you know when they're online. And it will work for any profession or people in any location. You can locate power prospects to fit your exact demographics of who you're looking for. It only takes minutes a day. You know, someone once told me, he says, Max, after they'd gone through our boot camp, he says, you know, is it really prospecting when you know where the gold is? So you can locate perfect prospects everywhere in the world on LinkedIn, on Facebook, but on LinkedIn now, you know when they're active. So in our upcoming boot camp, we're going to be sharing with you how, among other things, to prospect and recruit 5 categories of perfect prospects: military vets and their wives, personal trainers, teachers, professionals, doctors, nurses, CPAs, lawyers, and mothers. Now, mothers is probably the only group that is not professional. Now, when it comes to military vets, I just want to show you what's available. Did a search for people that like the U.S. Navy groups, and this is what we got. We got, on the left, people that like the Navy; on the right, Navy wives. And when you look at a group, in this particular one, there's 53,610 people. Now, you join a group, you don't start posting things. You just look at the people in the group and you start talking to the people in the group. Results for U.S. Army in Facebook on the left, U.S. Army on the right. You got better results. 49,000 transitioning out. Army Aviation, 17,000. Infantry, Rangers, Medical Corps. Wait until you see this number. Veterans. Do the same thing for Air Force. Left is Facebook, right is LinkedIn. Veterans, 75,000 vets. Personal trainers is another great category. 309,000 on LinkedIn. Fitness instructors, 119,000. Zumba instructors, 109,000. There's no shortage of people for you to talk to. Teachers and school principals are easy to connect with, and they belong to a group of folks who burn out easily in their business. In fact, we're going to be launching in this upcoming boot camp what we call our burned out strategy. See, there are 10 occupations with high burnout rates, and teachers and school principals are one of them. As a matter of fact, teachers are number 4, school principals are number 5. So we've got a script for you, and we've got some documentation that you can provide when you're talking to one of these folks. And so when it comes to school teachers, you've got 6.8 million school teachers. You have 141,000 high school teachers. You can break it down by 5th grade teachers, English teachers. When it comes to school principals, 75% of elementary school principals experience serious symptoms of stress. Well, you got 72,000 school principals. Elementary, 10,590. When we talk about CPAs, nurses, lawyers, and social workers, again, we go to the burnout strategy. So I'm just going to kind of run down the whole list so you can get a sense of a group of people that you could easily reach out and talk to. Doctors are number 1. Look at all the options. Then nurses are number 2. Social workers are number 3. School teachers, we already talked about, number 4. And school principals, number 5. Attorneys are number 6. Police officers, number 7. These people are easy to find, easy to connect with. Public accountants. And then people that work in fast food establishments. And people who work in retail. Again, easy to connect with. If you're looking for mothers, believe it or not, you can get better results looking on LinkedIn than you can on Facebook. So why is LinkedIn better than Facebook to build your business? Because you can't do this on Facebook. The keyword search is going to be your favorite tool, but the searching features have changed. They've gotten better on LinkedIn in some areas, and they're kind of falling apart on Facebook. But you can filter down through all the people that are on Facebook and ensure that you're talking to the right people. That search window, search Facebook, search LinkedIn is how you do it. But on Facebook, the keywords must be used in proper sequence, or you get nothing. On the left, people over 50 years old who like Jim Rohn. You get results. You could also say people over 50 years old who like Jim Rohn and live in Dallas, and you'll get search results. But if you type in men over 50 who live in Dallas and like Jim Rohn, just the opposite, you get nothing. The way to start to make sure it's working in your area is look for people in a particular city. People who live in Las Vegas. Behind every picture is a profile with details telling you in advance whether or not you even want to talk to that person. It's what I did when I was going to Vegas. People live in Orlando. People who live in Hong Kong. People live in England. And you could filter it down to people who live in London. So with 2.5 billion prospects and choices, you can filter down to the people that you know in advance need and want what you have. And we're talking about turning Facebook and LinkedIn into one huge bowl of candy. The green M&Ms represent people who are looking for business opportunity. The red M&Ms represent people who are looking for your products. And so we're going to spend a good deal of time here talking about LinkedIn and their new desktop redesign. LinkedIn has gone through a total transformation. It's a culture shock for the headhunters because now they're making it easy for strangers to connect with other people. They're encouraging connections. They're also making it easier for you to talk to your connections with their live chat feature. And this is huge. Of all of the things that you can do on LinkedIn, your most powerful tools are the live chat, the keyword advanced search, and the active status. Keep in mind that now you can see when people read what you wrote and when they're typing back. Now, from your LinkedIn homepage, this is where you do your searches. This is where you see who you're connected with and people that want to be connected with you. Your messaging feature up at the top is connected to a messaging feature down at the bottom, just like Facebook. Notifications, just like Facebook, only better. And this is where you adjust your profile, your settings, and fill in the blanks. LinkedIn is now letting you post things, post pictures, and the video post is just to the right. I don't have it yet. You can filter through your news feed so you get what you want to see. They timestamp everything. You can see who's looked at your profile and you can see who's read your article. But it's the live chat feature. It's the live chat feature that works unbelievably well. So when I clicked on Deborah, a little window pops up. She was in India when I sent that. And then I said, and I could see when she read it, and I sent her a message. I said, can you keep a secret at 8:38? And she responded back at 8:39. What LinkedIn is doing, organizing things, make it easier for you to put yourself out there. They even have a summary. They'll summarize everything for you. They're letting you know who you're connected with that you want to talk to. Their new photo filters process enables you to take a selfie and turn it into a professional picture. This is huge. Another shortcoming of LinkedIn was you never knew how active they were. Not anymore. Right below that little box, which gives everybody the details of your information, the next thing people see are your highlights. The people you're connected to, mutually, the groups that you're in, and below that, you can see all of the actions, the things that they've done. Now, over on the right is another great feature. Anybody that's looked at Jim, whenever you look at a profile, over on the right, you can see people who looked at Jim and who also looked at similar type profiles. For those of you that added your birthday, when they first put this out there, February or March, you need to go back in there because it's not, you want to change the settings so that your birthday is visible not just to your network, but to everybody on LinkedIn. Now, Microsoft has radically changed many of LinkedIn's most popular searching features. You can't search for people by zip code, and in some instances, you can't search for people by city, but we've figured out a way around the city shortcoming. So what you do is you type your search in there, and you can start with, look for your friends, people went to the schools you attended, people belong to the same clubs you do, people in professions that are predisposed to buy your products or get into business with you, people in network marketing who live in your area or who live where you want to expand your business. You can search for entrepreneurs, business owners, coaches, trainers, speakers, authors, people who are affiliate marketers, people promoting things that don't generate residual income like eBay sellers, Amazon sellers. Search for people and go through those groups. Networking groups, life coach groups, health coach groups, personal development groups. Search for people who are connected to celebrities. And this morning, in this morning session, we had Annie Sires in Malibu came up with a phenomenal strategy on how you can connect with people in this category. The keyword search is going to be your favorite tool. So this is a snapshot of the numbers about 60 days ago. The numbers changed. And whenever you do a search, LinkedIn will actually create a search alert. And every week you can see all of the new people that have joined LinkedIn that fall within your parameters. One of my favorite searches are you go into the universities. Look for the alumni, people who went to a particular school. You can see where they live, where they work, and you can see what they do. And the profiles of people on LinkedIn that went to these different schools, you're looking at their resumes. The keyword search on LinkedIn produces outrageous results. 3 weeks ago, I did a search for salespeople. It was almost 40 million. 40 million. I did the search a week ago. It went up. You can search for people in the United States, almost 18 million. You could search for people in a particular city, close to 500 million. You do a search like we did before for fitness, and 5.5 million. Again, you break it down by country, you break it down by city. 22,840 fitness folks in Las Vegas. In the UK, 471,000. In London, 76,400. In Hong Kong, 9,059. Remember, every second, 2 new profiles are being added to this list. Every second. Tomorrow, someone could jump into LinkedIn that's going to make $1 million for you in whatever business you're in. Facebook and LinkedIn are big bowls of candy. They are virtual gold mines of prospects that you could reach into anytime from any place. Anytime. So let's talk about how you engage people that respond to your activity, or how to engage people in response to their activity. And I'm just going to share with you 4 LinkedIn recruiting strategies that produce instant results, and they also work on Facebook too. You can immediately begin engaging people on LinkedIn thanks to their wide variety of notification features. Now, there are 2 general types of notifications. Notifications about someone's activity, notifications about your activity. And all of these present an opportunity to start a conversation. So if I jump over here to my LinkedIn, I can see over here my messaging area, and the folks with the green donut, well, they're mobile, but they're online. And you'll notice here that I've got all kinds of happy birthday wishes. Great strategy. Everything that you see over here is right here. Now we're going to go back over here to your network. Now, these are the people that are sending me invitations. It works for you the same way. So when I accept someone's invitation, look at this. Look at this. These are Josephine's connections. So I've connected with her, and now what are they doing? They're saying, hey, these are people that you may want to know. This is something that they just introduced about a week ago. So for those of you that are in boot camp, it's changing all the time. Let me do Colleen. And I'm going to shut some of these down. Look at this. Look at this. These are her connections. And they're letting you know your mutual connections. And if this isn't enough, you go to the next page, or the next page, or the next page. I'm waiting for one of them to pop up because they're actually online right now. And if they were, this would pop up. Now, it doesn't go any faster. It doesn't go any easier. There is no shortage of people that you can be talking to. Now let's come over here to notifications. People like your post. Start a conversation. People looked at your profile. Start a conversation. People congratulate people for a new position. Ann Barante is a good friend. She's in our current boot camp. She's got a great social networking story. So the bottom line for all of you is notifications. A work anniversary, starting a new position, a happy birthday, or just sharing something gives you an opportunity to start a conversation. Your deliberate actions, post something, change a start date to an existing position, creates an anniversary, create a new position, and change your birthday. Now, David Moses is the master distributor inside Zija. And in a private coaching session, we went in and we changed his start month from February to September, and right away, he starts getting congratulations from people he hadn't talked to in a long time. When somebody endorses you, it's an action. This is the kind of activity we're talking about. Ann Barante started working with me back in 2014. And that first year, she doubled her business. She was able to quit her job, 25 years as a scientist. Her first 30 days, she enrolled 26 people. Probably one of the most enjoyable coaching clients I've ever worked with. So when it comes to Facebook and LinkedIn, they're competing with each other. Today, millions of people are making money on these sites, and so can you. And to be successful, all you have to do is connect with the right people who need or want what you're selling and talk to them. You can create an avalanche of new business on these social networks with your phone right now. Have people lined up to talk to you about your business at will, on demand. Now, there's a lot of great information available to you out there that can produce results for you on social networks over time. But what I'm showing you is faster, it's easier to do, and it produces immediate results. Simply follow my simple 4-step formula, and it will fill your sales funnel with eager prospects who are ready to buy from you today. Now, let's talk a little bit about network marketing. It's not what works in network marketing, it's what duplicates. And what I'm sharing with you can have you talking to people on Monday, bringing them into your business. By Wednesday, they're bringing in their friends. By Friday, they're bringing in their friends. And when your new recruits experience immediate success, they get excited and they stay in your business. Now, with all the changes that Facebook is making, constantly under construction, and with LinkedIn's new desktop redesign, I've got a new roadmap for everybody. See, you can connect with someone you know, or with complete strangers within minutes of logging into your account and start talking with someone. And if you don't have a page on either site and are beginning from scratch, you can begin connecting with perfect prospects within minutes of creating a profile and start talking to everyone. Last December, Adrienne, building her Malaluga business, wanted to reach senior director by Christmas Eve. In order for her to do it, she needed 72 people. Second night of boot camp, she announced, I got 5 people today. By listening. Next night of boot camp, she announced, I got 6 more. And 2 of them brought in 4 of their friends. And that's massive duplication. In 2.5 weeks, she ends up with 72 people, and she hits senior director. And my boot camps have been filling with folks in Malaluka ever since. Remember, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. Bob Tyler, in our first coaching session, we added entrepreneur to his profile. He sold his products to 2 of the first 3 friends that contacted him who wanted to know what he was doing. Then what does he do? He posts this on his Facebook page, and 8 more of his friends react and respond, and he sells them products. Andrea can get a new recruit in 1 hour and 15 minutes. She makes a post, person responded, sent her a friend request, asked about her making money on the internet. They end up with a quick chat, so they talked on the phone. By 5 o'clock, he was in the business. Mark Davis can make a post, got several replies, and signed up 3 people. There's a sequence of questions that you can ask anyone. During a private coaching session with Rob, we changed the picture, posted a picture, Bora Bora. Within 30 seconds, he heard from an old high school buddy. Ends up with a customer. He couldn't believe how easy it was. 6 days later, his ideal prospect are fitness instructors, personal trainers. So he goes out and he recruits a gym owner. Charlie makes a post. I'm blown away that 23-year-olds are making $5,400 a week in my company without going to college. He had 26 people respond, 7 appointments, 1 sale, and the one who signed up in his business initially was somebody he knew from college 18 years ago. Irene is on her way to becoming $1 million earner in Isogenics. Every time she makes a post, she makes a sale. Sherry Catlin is already $1 million earner in the business, and every time she makes a post, well, in this one here, makes 1 post, heard from 6 people, signed 3 of them up into her Isogenics business. Jeanette is building a Jeanette business. After 2 coaching sessions, she was the top recruiter on her team, but she wouldn't tell anybody what she was doing. 2 months later, she's signing up people every day. Every day. How long does it take? She recruited a network marketer in Brazil within an hour. Tom Martin comes out of our retreat in March, and he makes 1 post, 20 people responded, speaks to 13 of them, signs up 4. One was the #1 bodybuilder in New Zealand. Jason was in our boot camp last year when our boot camps ran 3 weeks. People are reacting so quickly now, our boot camps are 2 weeks. First night of boot camp, he makes a post. I'm ready to help 5 more people retire early with their own internet business. He gets 6 likes and 3 signups. The following week, week 2 on Wednesday, 4 signups. On Thursday, 3 signups. And then the 3rd week, 10 more signups. Folks, it changed his life. It will change yours. It's not about how many friends or followers you have on Facebook. And it's not about how many connections or followers you have on LinkedIn. It's not about how many likes, shares, comments, responses you get to your articles, posts, blog posts, or shared videos, or even your Facebook Live sessions. It's about how many people you're talking to about your business every day. It's about sales. It's about duplication. It's about growth. It's about retention. Hey, it's about income. And if you're not talking to people every day and you're not making any money, well, then something's got to change. And we're here to help you do that. It's about results. Results are all that matter. Talking to people is your most important activity, but you got to be talking to the right people. So if you're not having the results you want, the reasons are obvious, easy to identify, and simple to fix. It's either the contents of your page, the people you're contacting, or the way you talk to people. And remember, all you need is a free LinkedIn public profile. All you need is a free Facebook public profile, and this is almost all you need. Now, I hope you all learned something from this. I'm going to take about 5 minutes, and I'm going to share with you our different training options, and we're going to be talking about my 90 days to diamond game plan that we're going to be introducing on October the 1st. So the question is, how fast do you want to go? Endless Free Leads is the home study course. You do this on your own time, at your own pace. Boot camp is where you work personally with me. And our boot camp that's currently underway, the largest boot camp we've ever had. We have 700 people in it. You can contact you've got our top earner retreat, and you've got personal coaching, which we'll also talk about. So it's just a matter of how fast you want to go. Now, my Endless Free Leads program, everything you need to know to build your business on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. The formula is the same for every social network. The screens are different. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, close them. Comes with printouts, a document, every screen on the video, along with an audio file that you can listen to. Comes with fast start videos. Many people report making sales right after watching those videos. Profile guide for each. And then it comes with a scripts book, daily routine, secrets of closing the sale, 4 social networking strategies that produce immediate results. We're kind of sharing some of them with you here. Go to endlessfreeleads.com or maxsteingart.com. It's $2.99. Now, let's talk about boot camp, where you stay on the leading edge of social media because we see things, new things, every day. Like we've already seen something new right here. Get hands-on, action-oriented training, make sales within hours of our first session, and learn the online psychology of getting to yes. You jump into the next generation of network marketing faster. So, you go to maxsteingart.com/boot camp. Attendance is $397. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in a special promo code. I'm going to type it in the question box here. In the chat window. Where you can knock $300 off the price of attending boot camp. And the promo code is... So when people see this on YouTube, they're not going to have that information. Hey, what the heck? It's $300 off. This is only going to be good for a couple of days anyway. All right, so boot camp started last week. All of these sessions are going to be recorded. Create, connect, communicate, and close. Now we're going to be asking questions, answering questions all through this. You're going to be provided with outrageous, detailed information. Our goal is to help everybody make 5 sales before boot camp is over. Now, the sessions are all at 9 o'clock at night. For my friends in Europe, you can't, it's too late. So every morning at 9 a.m., get on one of my live sessions. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 o'clock at night, and we do a session on Saturday. During boot camp, you will work personally with me. I'll help you brand yourself, answer all of your questions, help you connect with perfect prospects, talk to more people. We'll review the conversations with your prospects, and we'll help you make 5 sales before boot camp is over. Overcome the obstacles slowing you down and whatever roadblocks, like fear of talking to people. And I encourage you, for those of you that are members of boot camp, get your team members in boot camp. Now I want to talk briefly about our 2-day Top Earner Retreat. The date was moved back to November the 4th because I'm going to be out at in Salt Lake City at Zedra's International Convention at the end of October. So go to maxsteingart.com/retreat and ask yourself, what would I pay if I knew within 12 months I could be a 6-figure earner in my business? We surveyed folks who took the retreat 2 years ago, and 85% of them today are making a 6-figure income. You can watch and participate. It's virtual on any device. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the question box. Oops, that's the website. And that is the link to the retreat. And you all get to literally knock off, hey, it used to be $3,500. Now this is the one and only virtual weekend event in the world where you are actually taught the online and offline strategies that actually work today for network marketers that want to become top earners faster. It's a must-attend event for serious entrepreneurs who are fully committed to rising to the top of their company and want to master what the top earners know but never talk about. And we're specifically going to be talking about the 90 Days to Diamond game plan. Now, during the special weekend, you're going to learn how to become a top earner by applying 10 secrets that are never talked about. The first secret helped me add thousands of people to my business in 18 months. The first 2, every month 200 network marketing companies close, and every month 300 new ones are launched. Companies make deals with heavy hitters. Successful networks leave failing companies for other companies, and successful networks leave good companies for other companies. Example, Jim McCune was a high school principal. We've been friends, known each other, maybe. I met him about a year after I met Alan. He reached the rank of Emerald while he was in Amway. He was a school principal. He was closing in on Diamond, but when he lost one of his leaders because of Amway's breakaway comp plan, he joined Melaleuca. Today, Jim is a corporate director in Melaleuca and the 12th top income earner in the company. 5 of his executive directors were previously diamonds in Amway. You could use that information and recruit like crazy people that are in Amway that aren't happy. As a bonus, we have the trainings of $12 million earners who participated in previous retreats. At every retreat, I invite a network marketing $1 million earner who has a team, who has a very, very select and exclusive training that he did for his inner circle. And you're going to hear from Len Clements, who is an industry expert, an expert witness. Mark Yarnell passed away 2 years ago, but his training has to be included. Brent Bryson, Pat Anderson, John Terhune was the master distributor, or one of the master distributors with Mark Yarnell in a company called Kivana. Early part of the year, Kivana got taken over by Zija. Margie Alaprande is the one of the number one earners in New Ways that became Modere about 2 years ago. Christine Peterson, bottom left, was the top income earner in Mary Kay for 25 years. They make their top people retire when they hit 65. She didn't want to get out of the business. She joined Isogenics. Sandy Kong, $1 million earner in Zango, 800,000 people on her downline, good friend. Ends up in March, Zija took them over too. They expanded. They took over Kivana, and they took over Zango. Deborah Kay, bottom right, $1 million earner in business. Now, she's a classic example of why you want to be in network marketing. Good friend, one of the first top earners in the company to really get social media. She was involved in a bad car accident 2 years ago. Hasn't been able to work. And she says, Max, if it wasn't for the fact that every week I get paid, I don't know how I'd live. So I want to introduce you quickly to the 90 Days to Diamond game plan. It's going to start on October the 1st. And we're going to finish on December the 31st. Now, here's the deal. The retreat doesn't start until the first weekend in November. So on October 1st, we're going to have a special training for everybody that's in the retreat. And they'll be in boot camp. And we're going to show you how to go rank advance to Diamond in 90 days. So what is the 90 Days to Diamond game plan? It's a proven business building strategy and blueprint that can be used to accomplish measurable results and massive action that will take you all the way to Diamond if you engage, if you participate. So why do you need a game plan? Well, people with measurable goals that are written down are more successful. It's proven. A 90-day game plan helps you identify the steps you need to take to build your business. And when you repeatedly execute your plan, you develop strong business building habits. Now, over the course of his career, George Ruiz has used this 90-day game plan to help over 50 people become $1 million earners. Today, he has $31 million earners in his present company, Isogenics. 90 Days to Diamond game plan will produce massive duplication and success, but it all starts with a goal. Goals must be specific. They must be measurable. And they must be time-focused. And remember, Napoleon Hill said it best. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So let me ask all of you a question. What is your goal? Why are you in your business? If you're serious about it, then you're going to buy a journal. You're going to write your goals down. And remember, a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. And a plan backed by action and consistency makes your dreams come true. So we're going to start on October the 1st. How to launch or relaunch your business fast in the next 90 days without working 40 hours a week. You're going to use the daily routine, the scripts book, and the secrets of closing the sale. George Ruiz has been using these since the old AOL days. He's been in network marketing since 1992. Together, we are producing a Spanish version of My Endless Release. His organization sells over $600 million in products. He started from zero with no money, sold his microwave TV and borrowed money to get started, and he has earned millions of dollars in the business. After doing this for more than 20 years, George discovered that the business is simple. You don't have to spend 40 hours a week to build fast. When going for a strong push, you do 3 back-to-back 30-day blitzes for a total 90-day run. Your goal is to connect with 10 to 20 people a day, 5 days a week, between 240 people a month. Your goal is to sign up between 10 and 20 people every month. We're going to work on mindset. Don't disqualify yourself before you start. We're going to give you directions if you've got a team. Ask your upline for support. Get a team of people to work with you. We're going to lay the whole thing out for you. You don't have to do this by yourself. If you don't have a team, we have other instruction. You got to get agreements with your family, people you live with, because you are going to work hard. How about 3 hours a day? Tell them why they're doing it. And a simple system. Work off a list of names via phone, Facebook friends, LinkedIn connections, plus other social network contacts. Spend 10 to 20 text messages per day using the scripts in the scripts book. Invite qualified prospects to a presentation and follow up meticulously. As you begin talking, you want to know what they do, how long they've been doing it, what they do before, what prompted them to change. The answers to these questions will tell you if they've got a problem you can help them solve. Don't focus on making a sale when you're talking to people. Focus on whether there's a sale to be made. Remember social networking law number 3. The scripts book is your guidebook. You've got the burned out strategies. This is one of the things we're going to be talking about. You want to be successful in your business, you must talk to people. We're going to be introducing some new scripts for the retreat. Simple, powerful, proven. You'll be connecting between 20 and 40 people a month. Even if only 5% join your business, that equals 10 to 20 people a month. That's what you're going to be doing in boot camp. Our goal in boot camp is 5 people in 2 weeks. It's 10 people a month. Imagine what would happen with your team following this system. This is the power of the 90 Days to Diamond Game Plan Blitz. Proven. Folks, for those of you that are serious about your network marketing business, remember this. Life has 2 rules. Rule number 1 is never quit. And rule number 2, always remember rule number 1. Our 90-day game plan will require specific adjustments in November and December for the holidays. And you're on your way. So go to maxsteingart.com/retreat. And we've got all kinds of examples. Andy Van Dyke hooks up with someone on LinkedIn, had 50,000 people in his former business. Join hers. Once Israel got out of the way and started following the scripts, he's talking to people. He brings a $50,000 monthly earner into his business. Rick Dawson goes online looking for network marketers. Talked to 12 people, signed up 2 in the business. Jackie never thought he would ever do it. Hits with a big hitter in the UK. He lives in Australia. Now, Jacques lands 2 whales. A whale is somebody making 6 figures a month in the business. You're all heading down the same road. You can all do the same thing. Sheila could barely send email in January, and by July, she lands her first big hitter. All right? And so go to maxsteingart.com/retreat. If there's anybody that's interested in personal coaching, I have 1 coaching position available. You could either go to maxsteingart.com/coaching, give my office a call, or type coaching and your phone number in the chat, in the question box. Coaching and your phone number. And I will have one of my staff members give you a call. You want to turn on a flood of new business on Facebook and LinkedIn? They're waiting to talk to you right now. To be successful, you need simple, massive, determined action. You got to talk to people. And I'm going to close with this. Here's your thought for every day. If you don't do anything, you won't get anything. It is easier to talk to people on a social network than any place else. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/free leads. Get on some of my live Ask Max sessions, and we're here to help you take your business to the next level.